That is a good point.
So
we're not going to blow up guitars then.
Well, maybe blowing up guitars would be kind of fun with the seal. So, are we going to cause trouble?
Oh, wow, we're rolling. Paul, thanks for sitting down with me again.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This is Paul Reed Smith, everybody. Very excited to be here. NAMM Day 2. Is it Day 2? So, we're selling a lot of core pieces now. We need your help.
You need my help.
We need your help. You need to give us more core pieces. Can you do that?
Do you have any on order?
I have a lot on order. I love them.
When did you order them? Yesterday?
No, I'm ordering more in about an hour. But we got a ton on order.
So
we love them.
Let me explain to everybody what's going on.
Yes.
There's a 7-month back order. We have about a 7-month back order on core, but it's not that easy because everything has to be perfect, and sometimes the guitar comes to the end and there's a little teeny thing where a bird went in the wood right here, and we have to make it into a burst, and we have to then sell it as a stock guitar and go remake your guitar or whatever it is. So it's more like a 10.5-month back order. And while we don't really want that size back order, we went from 83 a day to 100 a day in the last 2 months.
That is insane.
And your guitars are being made.
Do people get to sleep there at all?
Yes, they get to sleep.
It's amazing.
I actually sleep pretty well. I mean, when I have integrity, if there's an integrity problem, I don't sleep well, right? If there's a quality problem, I don't sleep well. But for the most part, I'm sleeping really well. And your guitars are going to get made. Look.
I know, we're excited. We know they're coming.
Who's your rep?
Clay.
So we should drag him in here and read him the riot act.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Well, that's fine. So, look, Clay's a good man. He's really smart, and he knows what he's doing.
I am.
I don't know about that. He's smart, different than you are, but he knows what he's doing, and he knows our business, and he knows what's up. And maybe when we're done filming this video, we can talk to Clay for a minute with you.
He's been doing a great job for us.
We have a phone. You can call Jim. We have a phone. You can call me. We have a phone. You can call Clay.
I'm calling
My
Paul.
phone hasn't rung from you once.
I don't bother you too much. I'm scared to bother you.
But you're mad at me for not shipping
I'm
you
not
enough.
mad at you. I just want you to give us more guitars. Now, here's what I'm really mad about. Not mad with Paul, but we had a couple counterfeits show up the other day. And we had some counterfeit PRSs show up from somebody else trying to sell them to us. And here's what... And we know you're a big friend of the military, correct?
Is there any way I can get my hands on one of these guitars?
Well, this is
Did you buy it?
We do actually have them. I have a story for you.
Can I please have it?
We're going to give them to you.
Can I borrow it?
Here's what's going to happen.
Wow, I might not sleep.
Now, last year we brought a Navy SEAL friend of ours, and we know you're fans of the Navy SEALs.
Do you remember Ben, the Navy SEAL we brought with us?
The Giant Man. Yeah. And we're sort of we have a huge Delta Force component that loves your guitars. And we have collected a gaggle of counterfeit guitars of other manufacturers too. We would love it if Paul would come down and blow up some counterfeits with us one time. We have high-powered assault rifles.
People get really upset about doing that. Let me explain why.
Because
you could have given it to a needy kid.
I know.
Because you could have. There was one video where they ran over hundreds.
We know who did
that. The people get upset not because they needed not to be broken, but because there are children in high schools that come from lower income areas need the guitar, right? So
that is a good point.
So
we're not going to blow up guitars then.
Well, maybe blowing up guitars would be kind of fun with the SEAL. So I wanted to be a SEAL when I was a kid. And I knew when I read the book that I would never be able to hold on to the inner tube that's going by at 40 miles an hour.
I don't know how it's possible.
Well, that's what happens. They're going by at 40 miles an hour. They hook their thing in, and they have to have enough arm strength to be able to do it, right?
Mine will pop off.
Well, and then by the way, after 3 tries, you have to swim back up 2 miles. And I knew that I didn't want to swim in shark-infested waters without a mask and a snorkel, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to hold on to the thing because I was a really tall, lanky kid without enough arm strength. And so, it didn't happen. But before wetsuits, what they did? Did you ever read the book?
No.
They covered themselves in car grease.
I thought they were going to say like baby oil or something.
No, grease, thick grease.
I don't want to do that.
It's the only way they could keep from freezing to death.
Well, the guy behind the camera, he's ex-military too, so he probably had to do this at some point in his career.
No, they had wetsuits by the time.
He's a tank guy.
No.
He rode around.
He was an egg in his mother's ovary when I was in diapers. He's younger than I am. That's not the way it is.
He's much older than he looks.
That's not true.
Okay, so if we're not going to
You
blow up
don't know how old
guitars,
I am, do you?
you're 33. So if we're not
Wow.
going to blow up guitars, we can blow up inflatable animals or something, like just big balloons.
You like blowing shit up?
Who doesn't like blowing things? We have to land in
Actually,
Delta.
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
We are done.
Thank you,
so
Paul.
much.
That was awesome.
All right. All right, we're
Love
good.
that. It was a good time with Paul. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you.